Hello, my beautiful friends. I'm trying new things. I'm trying the camera on the other side to see if that helps with the bounce. But I do want to not focus on it because I think it's distracting me from giving messages and doing what I'm supposed to do. I'm too focused on this stuff. And um, I don't know if I like it or not because I do like showing the stones, but right now it's overwhelming me. And it's not letting me just be who I am and who you've come to know and love. So, so we're going to see how it goes. I have a little bit of a heavy heart. I just heard some news about a colleague. Her daughter was in college, and her flatmates, they had a chemical explosion, and this was a while ago. But my colleague has been out with her daughter every day, and unfortunately today, this beautiful young person died, and it just weighs on my heart. Because prior to that, I was cleaning the kitchen, and I was all like grumpy because there's some people in my life who just they're friends, but you kind of wonder, like, they're the ones that always have something to say, always something negative, something like a little put down that they're like, oh, I didn't mean that as a put down, but they do, and they know it. And I don't like that. I don't like people who always have to, one up or like have something to say. Like, I don't like that. I don't know if you experience people like that. And I was just being irritated. Um, it's people are like, oh, well, there's two kinds. The one kind is like they always have to be the better at something than you. Like you cooked, I don't know, mac and cheese, and they're like, oh, well, when I cook mac and cheese, I do it this way. You know, my way is superior to your way, but it's okay that you do it that way. You're just a beginning cook. Screw you. I cook all the time. I know how to make mac and cheese the way my family likes it, and I like it that way. Not saying your way is not great, but it's people like that oh, I'm better at this. I'm better at that, and you know, I hate that. Like I know that makes you feel better. I know that that lifts you up to put other people down, but cut it out. It's nonsense and not necessary. The other type of person is the person who always has something passive aggressive to say. Like, we're expecting some snow, and I run a hiking group for people over 40. And the group has grown. I started it in New Jersey when I lived there, and it had a few thousand members there. It has a few thousand members here in Pennsylvania. I have other hike leaders. That the hiking group was started for people who were new to backpacking and hiking and kayaking, and wanted to like be with a group of people. And there's a whole story behind it. I had gone on a hike with other hikers that were advanced, and there was a hiker that got stuck, and I happened to be on the phone for work, and I found her, and she was crying, and I thought, there really should be a group for people who are brand new to this so that they don't feel overwhelmed by people going a million miles an hour and this and that. So the group really is for new and beginning backpackers, but I have hikers because I've been doing it a long time, who've sort of gone past that level. And so we have an intermediary group that goes out and has some hike leaders, and we have some advanced hikers now that go out with a leader. But I always lead the hikes, who are for the very, very slowest people. And because of that, I have to make decisions that I wouldn't normally make for an intermediate group, right? Or a medium group. So if it snows, I'm thinking that the people who sign up for this we call them turtle hikes, for these turtle hikes don't have the right shoes. They don't have the right poles. When you hike in snow, you're either snowshoeing with special snowshoes, or you're post holing, which means you have to have higher boots, and a little bit of stamina to, post hole. So I have to like take all that into account when I plan the hike, but then when I cancel the hike. And so, there's always this person who comments like something snarky, like, "So I see you're canceling another hike again." Um, I'm responsible for the people on this hike. I am legally responsible for them. I ask them to be absolute extreme beginners. That's what I want. That's like I'm trying to get people, unlikely hikers, out onto the trail. I'm responsible for them. You're not. So shut up. Like that, like I have no tolerance for it. So I was in this irritated mood. And then I get this news about my friends. She's not really my friend, actually. We're colleagues, and I don't think she likes me very much. But my heart has been with her, and I've been praying for her and her daughter this whole time. Um, and I'm like, oh, how silly am I to be worried about these idiot people when my colleague is going through this and now is going through this. So my heart's in a very strange place. So let's ask Spirit what we should do to move out of this energy, this like stuck Issa, energy. I'm sorry if the camera's bouncing. Like I said, I'm not worrying about it. It is what it is. Put a seatbelt on. Alright, I'm just going to pull one rune. I shuffled the cards ahead of time, just because I thought that would, like, help with the bounce. So I did shuffle ahead of time, and we'll see what cards Spirit is asking me to pull. Tiwaz. So leadership. Go and, be a leader. Like, I wouldn't... A year ago, I wouldn't have been able to put words to my irritation. And I think what irritates me is that put your own house in order before you go criticizing other people's houses, right? Like, what does it matter to you whether I run my hike or not? I mean, I grant that you're on it, that you've signed up for it, but you can always go by yourself. You don't need me to take you. If you really want to post hole in snow, go. I'm probably still going to go hiking with my other buddy because we both do own snowshoes and we both do know how to post hole. I'm going to go hiking anyway, but I don't want to be responsible for somebody getting hurt and that you have to make a comment every single time. Like, I don't want to hear it. Go by yourself. Run your own hikes. Do your own thing. And then I'm irritated about that, but then I get this news about my colleague's daughter, and I'm like, ugh. Like, don't be irritated about the small things, because that's a big thing, and my heart just absolutely breaks for this woman, and the whole situation is just, to have this explosion happen a few months ago, so it's been this daily battle, and then to result in her passing, like, I can't even imagine. I cannot imagine what my colleague is going through. So, don't get hung up on the small things. Be a leader. Call it out. Let it go. Let it go. Try to get back into the energy of light and love. And so that's what I'm doing now. So, like I said, I shuffled the cards ahead of time so that there'd be less bouncing. This is from the Celtic Magic. 3 passes to see if Spirit wants me to address anything else. Right, that truly fell out. These did not. It's 2. Alright. This one we have Monarch of the Glen. No idea what Monarch of the Glen means, so we shall look it up. Rivals, jealousy, saboteurs. This is someone who thinks you are not worthy of your success, your relationship, or the life you've built for yourself. They believe they deserve it more. That might be the person who is coming after me. That could be why they make the comments they do. So just recognizing that. Just recognizing that when people are passive aggressive, it's because of them, not because of you, right? When people have something to say, it's because of them. It's not because of you. It's something you've done, and there's nothing you can do to fix it. Because it's all about their self-esteem and their self-worth, right? See what else Spirit has to say. So Shadows of Light. Pass 1. Pass 2. Pass 3. Vulnerability, the Fawn. That can be you. That can be, you know, sometimes you need a thick skin just to, get through people's nonsense. And I think it's just a reminder that, you need a thick skin to deal with people, but you can walk away from them. I'm limiting the amount of time I let people who drain my energy be in my life. I really, I really am limiting negative people in my life because I don't, um, I don't need that energy. And, like a fawn, like if you're if you're raw and innocent, it can really hurt when people have their myriad of nonsense to say. Dream. So dream about, dream, manifest, plan, and be. Like your dreams are not what you want to do and how you see your life. People are going to make comments about it. You can listen to them or not. It's okay. It's up to you. You do you. In the hiking community, we have this thing called hike your own hike. Hike your own hike. You do your dreaming. Don't worry about what people say. Don't be vulnerable to their nonsense. You are in charge of your Glen. You are the matriarch or patriarch of your Glen, or I don't know what you do for matriarch, patriarch, and other arc, right? You are in charge of your Glen. So dream, and hold on to your dreams. Last but not least, we will look here and see if Spirit has anything else. One went down. I must go get it. I thought maybe it landed in the cat's dish. The cat's dish is right here. Responsibility and healing grief. So, that's really appropriate too. Be a leader, help heal your own grief, help others heal their grief. Take responsibility for those choices that are yours, and take responsibility for your kindness that you put out in the world. And like when you're having an energetic moment, as I'm having right now, you become a leader by calling it, owning it, and then moving on from it. So I'll pull stones a little bit later to see where we go next. But I'm heartened that Spirit recognizes that I'm in a space, and that I have the ability to walk away from it, which is what Tiwaz is all about, is walking forward, moving towards something good. I am wishing you all the best in light and love. Be well. Take care. Bye-bye.